One thing you realize, right, over here is that suddenly I'm out of the camera.
So now we're actually heading on to another show flat. And right now we are towards considered the central western part of Singapore, and we're along this very famous estate at Mount Sinai, bringing you to this new launch called Pinetree Hills. In fact, this is actually not a new project. It has actually launched
last year.
Correct, last year already. Yes, and I think a lot of the residents who have been staying around this area have also been very excited about this new project coming up, because around this vicinity, actually the last new project that was launched is actually Trizon, and that was back in 2009. So for the last 13 years, in fact, this entire area have not seen any new sort of injection coming along, and that's why I think Pinetree Hill also drove a lot of revamp interest back into this area.
I think for the past 14 years, there wasn't any new launches in this area.
Correct.
So this is a joint development, UOL, with Singland, right?
Singland, correct.
520 units, 3 blocks. We can go into the details later on in the show flat. We have arrived here, so if you are driving and you want to come to the show flat, this show flat is located along Pine Grove Road. If you're just searching for that show flat address, just have to type in Pinetree Hill show flat in your Google Maps, for example, then it will point you to the correct location. You will not miss it. It's a huge show flat. Is a huge development as well, and it has that hue of the green trees, the pine tree.
It's a large landscape. I think later on in the show flat we'll show you more of the site model. But basically, this is a very exciting area. If you love the greenery, you love very private and exclusive area, being close to all your nature nodes, your parks and stuff like that, I think this is really the one for you.
So let's go and check it out. Bye-bye.
Let's go.
Alright, so here we are at the Pinetree Hill show flat. So once again, this development is jointly developed by UOL and Singland. It is a 520 units development, 3 blocks, 3 majestic blocks. I would say that the whole entire development is huge.
It's vast, it's expensive, it's beautiful. Once you look at the site model, the land size over here is also not small, almost like 250,000 square feet in terms of land size, which is why I think the developer had a lot of room to play while designing the landscaping, and also trying to bring within the surrounding lush greenery from the clementi forest, from the
I think the
forest.
highlight is clementi forest. So people who are familiar with this area, they know about the whole entire clementi forest. You know, the amount of lush greenery that the area produces, the amount of fresh air that the residents over here enjoy every morning. So I think that is something that the developers have jointly designed together as an architect, seamlessly brought in the whole entire design element of clementi forest into the design of Pinetree Hill. Right, and of course Pinetree Hill, you're talking about the whole entire, they are paying in a way, they're paying heritage to the whole entire development. The greenery in this area, the landscaping where it was used to be a pine tree vegetation. So that's the reason why of the name as well. So coming into the show flat, I think immediately you'll be thrown into this immersive zone. We'll show it to you right away.
You will be wowed by how this entire show flat is being designed, because that really sets you in the mood, sets you in the tone of what to expect for this development itself.
Very rarely you come into a show flat where you have like a little entrance zone where it basically calms you down, change the mood, and it brings you into the whole entire development. So the moment you step in over here, which is this part of the show flat, immediately be thrown into this area where you hear birds chirping, you'll see nature. And what Joanne mentioned, this is like bird park.
I think this also sets you in the right mood, because given that our location is actually so close to so many rail corridor, the clementi forest, all your nature park walks and stuff, this really shows you how close we are to nature itself. And if you were to just head down, have a walk around your entire compound, you also notice all these elements being weaved in the design of the entire development as well.
So join us on this little short walk into the main show flat. So it really sets you the mood lah. I mean, this is not a very long walk, but you know, the moment you step in here, you get disconnected from your outside world, and it brings you into this whole entire Pinetree Hill serenity. Yeah, where immediately once you come into this main hall, you'll be greeted by this majestic 3D site model. So this is actually the 3D plan, the 3D model of Pinetree Hill. On the left side, you have this huge digital map of I would say the whole entire D21 area, the location, and of course you do have your immediate vicinity of where it's located. So this is one part of the land of where Pinetree Hill is. This is Ulu Pandan Road, right? The address of Pinetree Hill should be around Pine Grove, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Pine Grove Road. So this is the part where the entrance goes into the development. Ulu Pandan Road, and that's the police command center, and that's where you will head into your Maju part.
So this entire portion up north of Pinetree Hill is actually fronting towards the very quiet and serene Clementi Forest, separated by this Ulu Pandan Road over here. And then the other facing that is down southwards will be towards some of your older developments like Pine Grove, Astor Green, as well as the entire Pandan Valley towards our right hand side. This immediate adjacent plot right over here is Pine Grove Parcel B. This will be another development, and the plot has already been sold. Yes, so right now we're just waiting for the launch details of this, but definitely I think in terms of your schools wise, a lot of families are also coming into this area for Henry Park Primary, which is within 1 km.
Right here,
come.
You show them this big digital map. So Pinetree Hill is here. Maybe let's take a step backwards so you can see it very clearly. So this is Henry Park. Pei Tong is here.
Yes.
We are right over here. I think we are in the middle of these two schools.
Yes, correct. So Pinetree Hill gets the benefit of being within 1 km of these two very popular schools in the area. But of course, if you're looking for post-primary, then you also have the entire stretch of your
NUS.
Kenridge belt that's over here. You have ACJC, NUS, all your tertiary institutions right over here. Yes, secondary school, you also have Nanhua right over here as well. So I think no lack of educational choices. In fact, this can take you from primary all the way up towards your tertiary graduation as well.
So this is, in fact, this digital map is like flooded with things. It's like, it basically shows you the whole entire Bukit Timah area.
Yes.
It shows you that you are actually within, I would say you're within walking distance lah. There's still a bit of distance between your Maju MRT station, your Dover MRT station as well, Clementi. So in fact, you're like within that triangle, you're in the middle in a way lah. But you are not, I would say you're in walking distance. Definitely by car, I think within minutes you'll be there, probably about 5 to 10 minutes.
In fact, a lot of the projects around here also nestled right in this very sort of serene location. You do have to drive out, but that has never really affected the profitability because a lot of families here, they love this location because it gives them that peacefulness, that quietness, but yet you are still very close, just a few minutes drive towards let's say your Gimo Food Centre for your food, or even the Clementi Town Market Food Centre. Yeah.
I mean, I think the newest development close to around here is One Holland Village. Yeah, which is down the road of Ulu Pandan Road, down to Holland Road.
Yep.
So this has already, I think the commercial part of Holland, One Holland Village is already up and running already. The residential is still ongoing, but that will be your nearest amenities, I would say.
If let's say you are in need for some last minute grocery runs, you have cold storage at Jelita, or you just have the Sunset Way. So there's also a couple of shops over there just to get some last minute groceries done. But otherwise, I think location wise, it is very, very convenient in a very large area within the whole Singapore map as well.
Yeah, that's right. So on the flip side of this big digital map, right, this is where you have that site model. So let's take a moment to have a look at this whole entire area. This is a huge land. Total land size is about
240,000 square feet.
And the developer has committed to about more than 80% of the land for the whole entire facilities, the landscaping
yes.
with the building structure only occupying
about 12%.
About 12%.
Yeah. So you can see that there's actually a very large expanse of green spaces that is nicely spread out within the whole development. Plus, this, I would say it's like a small little green envelope that surrounds the entire project itself to help also give it a little bit more buffer away from your surrounding project, away from maybe any roads that's nearby along Ulu Pandan Road, or even from the small slip road towards the south side.
The center part of this development is definitely occupied by the water bodies. So you do get your 50 meters lead pool, right, as standard in such a big development. You get another floating pavilion right adjacent the 50 meters lead pool. And then on the other side where you have your oasis pool, your kids play pool, in the middle is actually your function room area. So in fact it's nice to have basically 3 functions rooms side by side, and I suppose possibly you may have the option of opening up every one of them to have one big mega function room, right? And then you have your little commune space right over here as well. You can see that the gym and social space, interestingly, is like combined in one.
Yeah, and as we move on towards the back portion, right, you also notice again plenty of trees, forestry, greenery that's planted over here, and I think the entire design idea of what the architect for Pinetree Hills wanted to achieve is more of like a biophilic design where they want to combine all these hardscape buildings and merge it with your surrounding greenery nature. That's why they are also bringing, sort of borrowing the clementi forest into the project to make, to allow the residents to feel like you're actually part of the clementi forest. You have a lot of all this that are already nicely sort of designed and planted within your own compounds. Very organic feel right over here against the orderly, 3 orderly buildings for Pinetree Hill itself as well. Yeah, which I think, I feel this is pretty unique. I don't really see a lot of projects these days that, you know, kind of borrows the idea of the surrounding into and weave it into the entire landscape design of the project. And I think this gives it a niche as well for Pinetree Hills.
And if you notice, this is actually a sloping terrain, right? And the whole entire development is actually elevated, right? So it's elevated in a sense whereby, you know, even on the whole entire facilities deck, this is already probably about 3 stories high.
Yes. So if we can just show you how this project is actually being designed, you'll notice that what the developer did was that they actually elevated the land from your road line upwards about 4 to 10 meters. And then for the first first floor, you can see the first floor is actually even elevated up 3 stories. So you don't actually start from the elevation deck right over here. Your lowest floor actually starts from about level 3rd story onwards. So in fact, I don't think there's any, even though we are just right beside Ulu Pandan Road, in fact, I don't think this is that much of an issue because firstly, your elevation deck is already heightened. Secondly, your lowest floor is further heightened as well. And thirdly, you have all this lush greenery that also acts as a green buffer for you in terms of privacy, in terms of any surrounding noises as well. So I think very, very nicely designed. Yeah, so if you look at the design sort of drawings over here from the architect, this is actually showing how the blocks are actually elevated. And even for the lowest floor, you are clearing your treetops, your clementi forest treetops. So you get a very, very nice vantage point over into the forested areas as well.
Yep.
Orientation-wise, I would say pretty much north-south. All the blocks are also designed and spaced out such that all units get to enjoy the views, whether is it an internal facing view or you are at the northern side facing towards a clementi forest side as well. So I think again it allows a lot of crosswind ventilation within the project, gives you that views for all the units. All units are taken care of from your 1-beders all the way to your 5-beders.
In fact, I like it, you know, in a way that even the children's playground is being seamlessly weaved into the nature. They call it a forest playground. You have your outdoor gym area as well.
Yep.
So, you know, with such a big landscaping, big site, you know, it basically gives developers the luxury to design and weave in all this kind of like nature stuff. And honestly, if you are a person that really loves the green and loves the kind of nature, I think this project is really for you because Very rarely do you see a development like this in modern days that has all these kind of like greens elements that's being weaved into the development. You literally can just take a walk along the whole entire area, you know, absorbs into that nature in the evening hours or even in the early morning hours as well. This is perfect, you know. For
I think this is really what you call home. A place where you come back and you
like
rest, you recharge, and you enjoy this slower pace of life back at home together and kind of be one with the nature as well.
Right. So let's before we go deeper, I mean, okay, let's show them the rest of the other 3D model first. So you basically get another side gate. You get one side gate over here that's along the Pandan Valley.
Ulu Pandan also.
There's Ulu Pandan there as well, right? The bus stop, and there's also the main door, the main entrance right there. You get a tennis court extended, and you get a half basketball court.
Yes.
Yeah, so these are very standard features, and the drop-off area, the moment if you realize that you drive in, you'll be greeted with this water cascading, kind of like waterfall area, right?
A curvilinear structure, and I think it's nice because even though this is just a drop-off area, you can tell that the architect and the developer really wanted to also take care of the residents, or you know, sometimes you may be waiting for your Grab rides, you may be waiting for guests. This is also a nice sort of a welcome feature to invite you home as well.
Yeah, so I think it sets the tone where the main residence facilities are all the upper level, right? And then you basically comes up into the upper level, and then you get to enjoy all the facilities for the residents, and while the guests and everybody else, they will just drop off at the lower level. Basement parking as well. So I believe the basement parking will be once you enter in, you do a right turn, it goes into that basement.
Into that small little one. And if you see this small little pathway that's going downwards over right here, this is actually where you have all your services, your utility, all your substation, all are tucked in very nicely at one corner. Doesn't affect any of the units, doesn't affect your basement residence car park driveway as well. It's a dedicated walkway, so I think this also solves a lot of sometimes concerns that residents may be thinking about.
Like whether are you close to the rubbish collection point, do you see the rubbish truck coming in, you know, the gen set as well. So all these are all tucked in a very nice corner of the development, away from your main residence area. So let's probably go to that big map over there. So this is the part where you will see the whole entire, we call it the units distribution, right? So the units distribution over here, of course, it comes with the smallest unit being the 1 bed plus study, all the way to the 5-bedder, they call it the 5-bed premium. So in the whole entire development, you get this kind of like units from 1-bedder to 5-bedders. You get a 4-bedder and a 5-bedders with private lift. The rest are all normal units. So just a couple of color coding just to run you through in terms of the whole entire development. So clearly from here we can take a look that maybe Yi-Jiang, you take a step back so that we can let the people see the whole entire perspective. It's 3 blocks, 30, 36 and 32. Alright. Ulu Pandan Road is the road where you get the main road. I would say the main road, right? Opposite the Ulu Pandan Road, that will be the Clementi Forest area. The main entrance is actually from here. So you can see that the blocks are being designed in a way that is staggered, where majority of the units basically get an unblocked view. So it allows you to have a straight-on view. 21, maybe let's start with the most premium unit. 21, which is the purple color-coded, that is a 5-bedroom premium unit with private lift. Right, so it occupies that part, and as what we always mention in our layout or distribution of the units, we know where is the most premium of the whole entire development, and that is where the most expensive units is located, which in this case will be stack number 21, a 5-bedder. It's smack right in the whole entire middle of the development. Right, it's away from the main swimming pool, so maybe for the noise, avoidance of the noise, but yet it gives you the advantage right into the Clementi Forest area. It overlooks that very nice lush greenery right there. But you're also segregated and separated from the Ulu Pandan, any direct road noise from the Ulu Pandan area. So you're not right at the fringe, but you're nestled very comfortably within the middle. So that's where you have your 5-bedder premium, just one stack at stack 21. So the next level now will be the 4-bedroom premium with private lift, and that will be this color hue, a slightly, maybe call it a skin light color, pink. Light pink. So you have stack 5
as well as
and stack 17.
Yes.
So this is the 4-bed premium with private lift.
Yes.
And what's the difference between a 4-bed premium and a normal 4-bedroom deluxe,
Yes.
which is this very pink color. You have only 2 stacks,
Yes.
8 and number 13 on the top.
Yeah,
Is
so
that
actually these two 4-bedders, they come with private lift. So both types come with private lift. The main differences is that in your master bedroom, you have a sort of like a walk-in wardrobe.
double galley?
Correct, for your larger layout. And then you also have a junior master. That
Kitchen is also bigger.
Yes.
You have like a
correct.
little gourmet kitchen with a little
Island
island table
right
in the middle, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
You can see that the generally the unit size over here in Pinetree Hill are larger.
Yes.
The
larger in
5-bedders is 1,007 square feet. I think right now it's very difficult to find a 5-bedders at 1,007 square feet. Maybe at best 1,006 plus square feet. Some you may even
For
get
the
it at
newer
1,005 square feet. Yeah. So this is 1,007 square feet. So 4-bedroom premium with private lift, 4-bedroom deluxe with private lift.
Yeah.
And then let's see what's the next color code.
That would be the 3-bedders.
3-bedroom premium, right? Which is this one.
4, and then you have 23, as well as 16 and 9
Right.
up at blocks 32. So depending on which facing you want, if let's say you're really going for the Clementi Forest one, then that would be stacks 16 and maybe 23. And if you want some maybe internal facing, then you do have stack 9 that's available.
Yeah. This road, Pine Grove Road, is actually, I won't say it's a very busy road.
Yeah.
In fact, it's actually a very small service
Yes.
road. So even those units that's facing over here, right, you don't really get much of a road noise. Most of the residents will just enter in from here. So even if you go for a stack number 4 unit, this is a 3-bedroom 3-bedroom with study, 3-room premium with study. So you basically don't get any form of like road noise as well. Yeah, which is great. The next one will actually then be the normal 3-bedroom,
3-bedder, yes.
which is stack number 1, 20
and
12. 3
Yeah.
stacks.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of these stacks that are fronting here have also been selling out pretty fast
Number
because
1,
of the lower quantum.
basically only
Top
number-
floor.
This only left you the
Penthouse.
24th floor penthouse.
Yes.
Yeah, it's already been snapped up already. Largely, I believe I think it's a quantum play as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So of course, then the next level will then be the 2-bedroom premium plus study, which is this teal, very very light greenish color. So it's stack number 2.
18 and stack 10.
Right.
So 3 stacks altogether for your 2-bedroom premium.
Yep. Then of course the next one will then be your 2-bedroom premium, which is this one, number 7. So this is 2-bedroom premium, 19, 22, 14 and 11. So you see that 2-bedroom premium, you get more stacks, about 5 stacks. And then thereafter you get your normal 2-bedroom, which is 6 and 15. And lastly, you get your 1-bed plus study, which is only one particular stack, number 3.
Yeah. In fact, I do think in terms of facing wise, these stacks do actually quite get to enjoy quite a good view, because if you look for these stacks over here, it's perpetually almost unblocked all the way out towards the Clementi Forest, and you get to avoid all the road noise over there. Plus, you get to enjoy your internal pool facing. So I would say it's like a double views.
Plus, you are closest towards the entrance. So imagine you're driving, you just go in there, you probably park right below a block. So this is basically the benefit. Distance-wise, this is also very wide. So if you're going for a 4-bedroom premium plus, this is a 4-bedroom premium plus private lift. This is the one that basically gets to enjoy quite
So if you look at for blocks 30, the distance towards block 32 is actually a whopping almost 90 meters, which is very, very generous. And that is how you can tell actually a lot of the land spaces here are designed for landscaping. Even the closest one is almost over 40 meters between, I would say, stack 8 and stack 20.
Right.
So still very generous in terms of the block to block. So I believe depending on whichever facing that you want, there are still options for you to consider and go for as well.
I think in today's context of government land sales, very rarely do you get a site that big. I mean, I don't really remember any of them being this, apart from probably Lentor Modern, being one of the ones that has a very...
Mansion.
Oh, sorry, Lentor Mansion, I beg your pardon. Lentor Mansion being the one that has the biggest land plot in the area. Pinetree, this one is actually a very, very nice land plot with quite a lot of facilities. In fact, I like the kind of like distance across. You don't really get a lot of blocks as well.
Yeah. In fact, I think when you mentioned Lentor Mansion, for Pinetree Hills, I believe there are also conserved trees. Right at the top right corner over there where the forest playground is at.
I think you will see that from a side model.
Yes, correct. Conserved trees.
I think they purposely made it quite big. I think it should be this one, This one as well.
So again, that also brings home the idea of coming back home to nature, coming back home to your own home ground with lots of greenery, and I think this is perfect for you to just wind down and chill. You don't even have to leave your project. It's all within your entire compound itself.
I mean, especially in Singapore where you're in a landscape of all the concretes, right? It's sometimes quite nice to have a home that has, this kind of like trees.
Yes, just a break away from the city and from all the concrete busy lifestyle.
So let's take a look at the show flat units.
Yep.
So over here in this Pinetree Hill show flat, you have 3 unit types that's being built for show. So the smallest unit will be the 2-bedroom premium plus study. Right, then you have your 3-bedroom premium plus study, and lastly you have your 5-bedders. So you don't get your 4-bedders here, you don't get your 1-bedder here.
Yep.
But I think from the 4-bedders you can have a sense.
From the
from the 5-bedders you can have a sense of how the 4-bedders will look like. Right, so maybe let's take a look at the smaller unit first.
Okay.
2-bedroom. Oh, forgot to mention to you, there is also one super penthouse. So the super penthouse, before we show you,
have a quick look at the massive floor plan layout right over here.
So they have this super penthouse. There's only 1 unit in the whole entire development that's sitting atop the 5-bedder. So in fact, I think it's occupying which stack?
Stack 21.
Correct. 5-bedder, so it's occupying the existing 5-bedder stack and the. What is this? Let me take a look. This is a 2-bedroom premium.
Stack 22.
So it's occupying the size of a 5-bedder and a 2-bedroom premium. Yeah, so it's sitting on top 2 units, right? So this is standing at 2874 square feet. They have 5-bedders right over here, so you can see how big it is. It's a linear kind of concept. You walked in, you have your gourmet kitchen right over here. You have a living and your dining, but of course in this particular layout, they have this flexi space. So I think it probably allows you to have a configuration of what you want to do with it. In fact, you want to do a 6 bedrooms, it's possible as well, but that will mean that you have a smaller area for your dining. Otherwise, over here you do get like 2 bedrooms on the right side of the unit, and another 3 bedrooms on the left side of the unit. This is a master bedroom, and a master bedroom is already huge.
Occupying like 2 rooms.
It's already 2 rooms already, right? So if you are a 5-bedroom unit, I believe this will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, then a 5th bedroom over here, right? Which is a junior master. But this is basically a combination of 2 units, and that's the reason why you have another 2 bedrooms over here. This is also a walk-in wardrobe as well for the junior master. You have a powder room, you have a little family area over here.
Yep.
But I want to show you the other design. So come over here. So this design basically, I think the flexi room allows you to configure like a little movie area. So that's the concept that they have over here. Or a wine chiller room, a wine gallery. But the next one is beautiful. So this one is the one that it actually allows you to have this kind of view. So being the top floor, you get this extra volume ceiling height. You get a expansive view of the whole entire Clementi Forest area. A huge area for your dining. I think this one easily seats about 10. More than that, 12.
More than that, yeah.
Yeah.
So actually these 2 layouts that we just shared is exactly the same unit, exactly the same size, but gives you 2 different sort of permutation and 2 different expression in terms of how you envision your unit and your home to be designed. Either you can go with like a larger format living and dining, or maybe like the former design, which is you carve out a small little flexi space, maybe for another hobby room, piano room, but you still have a very, very expensive living dining within as well.
So that's the option that you have for this super penthouse, 2874 square feet. So now let's take a look at the smaller unit right over here, which is on show, the 2-bedroom premium plus study. So there'll be a bit of difference in terms of the materials as well. So from the look of it, the 2 bedrooms premium actually comes with like, if I'm not wrong, should be porcelain tiles. From the look of it, we couldn't see the materials that's being used, that's being put up on display. But the moment you step in,
so you have a timber swing door at your entrance area. And I think what's nice is that the kitchen is actually tucked in very nicely at this corner. It's not, right now it's an open kitchen concept, but you can easily just fit in a maybe sliding door
If you want to?
Yeah, right over here as well.
I think it
Just
works
to
as well.
enclose this because it's really carved out in this nice cozy area over here. Dual galley. So you have all your kitchen appliances, sink over here, your Bosch oven, your cooker hood and hob, all by Bosch as well as your fridge, designated fridge space right over here.
The only thing that you don't really get is actually a window lah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the only downside for these 2 bedrooms unit.
But otherwise, I think in terms of storage, no lack of storage space. You even have a small condiment pull-out right at the corner of your cooking space over here. And I believe your washer dryer, is that outside?
It's I believe it should be
Oh,
there.
washer dryer. Yeah, your washer dryer is also within your kitchen space.
Right.
So it's nicely concealed over here. Brand is by Bosch as well.
So they have a difference in the appliances brand, apparently, right? So the bigger unit actually gets another brand. We'll show it to you later on.
Okay, then plenty of top cabinetry spaces over here.
This little area, I think it's nice that you can actually do up a little cabinetry if you want to do that lah.
Yeah.
So maybe this cabinetry will be the one that will host that pocket door. Yeah. So
Potentially.
that potentially can be done as well. Or if you want, you can do a glass sliding door as well, so it allows light to go in. DB box is right over here.
Yeah, so
Right.
you have your DB compartment over here. Quite a good depth, and then some
Shoe.
shoe storage spaces as well.
Right. So this is a 2-bedroom premium plus study. So naturally you get a little study area right over here as well. So this study area, I believe there will be no door right over here,
Yeah, no.
but there will be an AC right. It will be AC right here.
Above,
So you at least get a little nice area for you to carve out for your study area. If you want, this can potentially be, a little area for you to relax as well. So if you do not want to do your study,
Or if you do have a lot of belongings, then you can just close this up as your storeroom or your utility.
wow, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit sayang. You got aircon there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but otherwise, I would say that this is a very standard kind of layout. It's a dumbbell kind of layout as well. Dumbbell, yep, right. This is dumbbell layout. This is the junior, so-called the common room lah.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why you have a
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill concept.
So I think the bathroom finishes wise, I think also your standard
Hans Rohe,
correct.
Roka.
wall hung WC for even your common bath, and then your standing shower there's cordon off right over here. Again, mirror storage, mirror cabinets, and your bottom vanity. So this links you to your second common bedroom, which is tucked over here. And because for this particular layout, you have your AC latch that's right outside, which is why your windows are only about half height. Yeah. So, but pretty standard wardrobe space right over here. And then right now they have a queen size. So still pretty comfortable in terms of the size, pretty standard.
I would say it's pretty standard. I think this is probably about 7 square meters kind of space.
Okay, and then once you head on out, this will be your main dining, living, and then extension out to the balcony area as well.
Decent sized balcony, if you ask me. This is quite standard lah. It's not too big, it's not too small as well. You have the option of, the space is good enough for you to put maybe a little table for 2 or at max 4. You can do a zip track. I think this is what they have shown, which is the what's this called?
Like a
louver.
Louver system.
Yeah, so this is
Bifold.
optional, but at least it shows you how it looks like if you want to have it installed as well. So this acts as a little screen, privacy screen.
Balcony screen.
Yeah,
right
so
over
this
there.
is called a proof balcony screen. So you can have it here as well, and then you can have a little dining area right over here, thus releasing the space in the middle for a much bigger living area. Yeah. So opposite of this living, then of course this is where it enters into the master bedroom. So the master bedroom is being designed in a way that it actually comes with a king size bed. Pretty okay walking distance. This is pretty standard as well. The finishing is a bit different for the master bedroom. So in terms of the ID, not the ID finishing, but the finishing of the laminate. This is a glass kind of laminate, so it actually feels more posh. It feels nicer to touch as well. And like all developments, I think it also comes with this.
Which is
little-
like your accessory corner. You can just add in your hooks, and then you can just fill it up with all your small little knickknacks and accessories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then of course inside here, these are all very nicely done up. You have your top compartments as well that is also covered by the sliding door. Then otherwise you have your normal drawers, and this is also a very nice touch as well. So it allows you to keep some nice small accessories in the drawer. So this is the other side is actually, I believe is it's all hanging clothes. So you have a hanging area right over here for your hanging clothes.
Yep.
So,
and then towards the master bath area, very good size, but just take note for 2+ study, master bath is also not naturally ventilated. You have a vent right over here. But otherwise, I think storage spaces, the design, the do-up, all your appliances, quality fittings, Jessie shower set, your wall hung WC, as well as your Roca sink and Jessie tap. So again, pretty much similar to your common bathrooms. But if we head on to the larger layouts, then you do find windows for your bathrooms as well.
In fact, I think the master bedroom actually looks very spacious.
The space and the size is actually
Not
very,
bad.
very good. Yeah.
I wonder if the light
master
comes
bath.
behind. I mean, the light behind the vanity comes with it or not? Because this is actually a very nice touch. Maybe it's the ID finishing lah. This will be brilliant for nighttime when you want to use the bathroom. You do not want to like
You
disturb
just
your.
want a dim sort of dim lighting. Yeah.
Alright, so this is the 2-bed premium plus study. Right now, there's still quite a number of them available. The next one that we're going to show you will be the 3-bedder. Yeah, so
It's
the
right in the
3-bedder is in the middle. No, actually it's on the side though. They have the middle for the 5-bedroom, which is the most
Yes.
luxurious ones. We'll save these to the last. I'm going to show you how nice it is. For the 3-bedroom, they have it in the high ceiling, right? You can see that along the whole entire show flat, they also showcase some of the projects that they have done. Like for example, UOL is like your Avenue South residences, your Singland, you have your V on Shenton. So these are some of their key projects that they have. Over here, they also showcase to you like what are all the food trails around the area, and what's the nature trail as well. Plus also, of course, what is new developments without all these bells and whistles of all your connectivity. So definitely you have your EV car charging port, lot,
Solar panel
panel as well.
Very future-proofed already, so you need not worry. And then all
Smart
these
home,
designs.
IP camera, smart infrared aircon control, rent and ride a bike as well, digital lock set, visitor e-registration. So all these are generally the kind of like features that you get like when you buy this development, and I think these are all very standard. So today when you buy a new development, a new project, do expect to come with all these kind of like at least minimally a smart home, right? EV car charging lot as well,
All these
which
are
is more
pretty much
future
the
proof.
norm these
It's
days
basically
for
a norm
new
already
projects.
2 to 3 years back, these are still considered some of the little features that the developers can shout about.
So we're going to view a 3-bedroom premium plus study right now. For this, because this show flat unit is actually the penthouse unit, so you do get double volume ceiling within your living spaces, and that's why the sizing is also on the larger end. But we can just come on in and have a look at the show flat unit. Again, from your entrance, your timber swing door is right over here.
This should be marble floor. I think it's marble floor.
Yep.
Yeah. So the difference, immediately with the 3-bedroom premium, this will be the marble flooring, ID finishing as well.
But I think also a good idea to just do
Yeah.
up some storage right over this small recessed area, because the depth is actually pretty good just to do a regular shoe cabinetry and to make use of the space. And then for this layout, you actually have your kitchen that is pushed in very nicely towards this corner. You have a sliding door that's already going to be provided, so this helps to enclose your space. And then as we step on in, dual galley, kitchen space. I think in terms of the cabinetry wise, pretty much similar. Again, you have your oven, hood and hob. This time around, your appliances are now by Digitrick. So your hood, hob, oven, as well as your fridge. This is a 2-door Samsung, but definitely plenty of storage space right over at the top. Then this is where you have your sink compartment right over here as well. Then I believe your washer and dryer would be over at the back, because we also do have your home shelter that's right over at this corner. And then towards this side, you have an additional WC as well as a compartment for you to actually stack up your washer and dryer by Editorial, and I believe this should be the DB box that's over at this corner.
Yeah. So one thing you realize, right, over here is that suddenly I'm out of the camera, but one thing you realize, for the 3-bedder, you can see that they actually up the notch in terms of the materials already. So like in the countertop space, I believe these are all should be either solid surface or they should be made of stones. Let's see what they have over here. Built-in high-low with quartz worktop. Okay, so these are all quartz worktop. And this is actually the backsplash as well by quartz as well. So very rarely, I think this is also a very nice touch as well, because otherwise developer can just keep this as a normal wall without doing anything, right?
But or just a simple glass backsplash.
Yeah, so they actually turn this into, they use a stone back for backsplash here and here as well. So at least the design is there, it's also easy for maintenance as well. I realized they have the materials over here, so I beg your pardon, I correct myself. The tiles that is being used, well, let me see, is it right? It's porcelain floor tiles. Oh, so it's porcelain floor tiles. Okay, correct.
Kitchen and the yard.
So I think the living hall area, I believe, is still, let's see. Yeah, correct. Marble flooring. Yeah, marble flooring with painted timber skirting. So this is definitely one up notched in terms of the material. Yeah. So coming in here, of course, this is the penthouse unit. And naturally, this is what they want you to see, right? They want to show you that, this is kind of like space.
Yeah, the double volume and how spacious this is. But otherwise, I think the layout and the size, you can still fit in proper 4 to 6 seater dining for the standard 3+ study as well, even for those that are not on the penthouse level. And then again, pretty standard layout, your living that extends all the way out to your balcony side as well. Yeah.
So I would say this is very standard in today's context. Just that it's more of the bigger type of like 3-bedder concept.
Yes.
I think this kind of like design is probably about 2 years to 3 years back kind of like sizing that you will probably get. You don't really hardly kind of get this kind of like living hall and dining area.
Yeah, not for a 3-bedder. A lot of the 3-bedder, even 3+ study, sometimes it's a bit more constrained.
Yeah, it's more compact as well, right?
Yeah.
So come, let's join us into the bedrooms area. So of course, these are all the very usual kind of layout where all the bedrooms are all flush at one side.
Yeah.
The downside of this, of course, then you have this very long foyer walking in. Yeah, but otherwise, if you like this kind of like privacy where you walked in and it separates you from the main living area, then this is actually a very nice transition zone.
Yes. So for the first bedroom, they actually set it up as like a kid's bedroom. But otherwise, I think all the 3 bedrooms are pretty similar in terms of size. You can already have your wardrobe that's nicely tucked over here. Sliding doors for space efficiency. And then if you look over at the other bedroom, size-wise pretty similar, but here we actually see that the developer set it up with a queen bed frame that's right over here. So still pretty okay, pretty standard in terms of the sizing, for the bedrooms.
So for this particular unit, you do get an extra study room right over here. So this is little area is for your study. It's a very nice area. Nice. I don't think you can knock down the wall, right?
No.
Yeah. So this is a PPVC project, so you can't knock down the wall. But you do get this little space for you to retreat yourself. You need to do some work without disturbing your family members as well. You have windows for ventilation. You have AC right over here. Right opposite this will be your common bathroom.
With window. Okay, so this is the 3-bed plus study. You do get upgraded with your window. The finishes pretty much similar to the other layouts that we've seen. And then this is your master.
Yeah, so the moment you step in, first a small little area for you to transition into your master bedroom, and on the right side there will be your master bath. You have a little, this is very standard as well, so you get this in part of the master wardrobe. But you can see that this room, this is a king size bed. Definitely ample of walking distance, walking space right over here. Here as well, you have a big middle piece of the window panel that you can't open, but you have 2 side panels that you can open up for air to come in. But otherwise, I think this is a very nice master bedroom size.
Yeah.
Doesn't really
in
feel
fact,
so small.
We have an additional window panel that's over here. Then wardrobe-wise, pretty similar. Accessory cabinets with your sliding panel for your master. And then this will be where you have your master bath. Again, very luxurious in size. You have your window, huge window over there. And then plenty of storage with your wall hung WC and your shower.
This is not an integrated rain shower though. This is by, let's see, Jessie as well.
Yeah.
Jessie.
So
I realized that quite a number of developers start to use this brand.
Jessie, yeah.
Right, recently. So you don't really get the very usual Hans Grohe now.
Because Jessie used to be a very common brand for a lot of the orchard projects.
Really?
But these days now, you see that a lot of the new launches are also starting to incorporate all these luxurious touches and appliances fittings for a lot of the more premium projects in the area. So I think that's a nice bonus for the owner as well.
Yeah. So what's the PSF pricing over here on average for Pinetree Hill?
Right now, based on the balance units, average PSF still hovering about 2.5, 2.6. Of course, if you have some of the larger layouts, you can go for about 2.4.
2.4, right?
Yeah, PSF.
So I think the price trending right now is pretty standard. You don't really get anything that's in the low of $2,000.
Yes.
Mid 2,000 will be pretty much the pricing that you get on the remaining units. Alright, so now let's take a look. Let's go and have a look at the biggest unit here in Pinetree Hill.
5-beta premium unit.
5-beta premium. Comes with a private lift. It comes with a junior master on one side. And it's one thing, personally, I like this kind of space because once again, for 5-betas, it's hardly they can get something of this kind of size nowadays because most of the 5-betas in the market are generally the 1,006 square feet kind of sizing. This is the 5-bed premium with private lift. Size-wise, it's at 1,733 square feet. You know, this kind of size are generally what I mentioned, like those kind of like 3-4 years ago kind of like sizing. Modern days of 5-betas is about 1,006 square feet. Sometimes you may even get 1,005 square feet, right? But this really gives you really a very good space for your kitchen area. You get your junior master, a master area as well. You have a big walk-in closet in the master bedroom. So let's take a look at the actual unit. This, where we were coming in here, this will be your private lift
lobby.
But your own space, your space starts from the
Strata
line, which is the foyer area.
Yeah.
Right. So you walked in, you'll be greeted with, of course, this we call it the wide angle kind of like living dining area. If you're on a penthouse unit, then definitely you get a double volume ceiling height. But this is basically an ID treatment. You get this very nice, big and wide balcony.
Yep.
And if you are in this Deck 21, you'll be overlooking straight into the Clementi Forest area.
Yes, correct. Into the Clementi Forest area, and yet you're also sort of still buffered away from any of the surrounding road noise. So this is a landscape layout. Your balcony also lines it landscape. And then towards our right hand side is where you have this very
nice
premium kitchen island countertop.
This is nice. You get, very rarely you get this kind of like kitchen where it's like a double kind of like timber door that is sliced open and closed, right? And then it opens up into this.
This is like a private enclosed corner of the house on its own.
Yeah,
and imagine like families with master chefs. This is really like their heaven, their private space within the home. It's almost like a full U, except for this entryway into your yard. Full U, plenty of countertop.
Plenty of countertop space. You can have your coffee machine, your water dispenser. You can have all your appliances. Even have this little island table over here. There's a little recess here for you to have your breakfast over the countertop space.
Yeah.
Plenty of space for you to prepare your food. You know, you can have like 2-3 people in the kitchen helping you, and they won't be like, you know, shoulder to shoulder.
During festivities, Chinese New Year, Christmas, we are doing food prep together. I think this is very, very comfortable and very inviting. For you to want to arrange for all those. Again, your appliances come by Editorial. And here you have a 4-burner
DD3 system.
hob system.
In fact, I think it's like 4-burner, but it basically can gives you 5 options of flame. Because this one itself can have 2 flames already. Yeah, so it's amazing. I mean, this whole entire kitchen really is plenty. Of course, for the 5 bedders, you do get a wine chiller.
Wine chiller.
Also by DD3 as well.
Yes, and a chest height oven right over here. And this is where just now when we were checking out, this is super cool. Again, even more like a dry pantry corner, I would say, dry pantry moment. So you have plenty of shelving, runs all the way to the top as well.
This is good for all my snacks. It's amazing.
For all the entire family stacks. And then huge ventilation window with your open dish rack kind of system that allows you to sort of get your dishes done ASAP. And then as we move on in, this is your yard area, which actually runs pretty deep all the way inside. So before that, we have another window panel over here, and that's where your AC latch is at. Your laundry system, washer and dryer can be stacked right over here. WC for your helper. And then towards this corner, this is actually where you have another small little utility or store with all this cabinetry already done up for your DB that's going to be inside here as well. So I think all in all, very good space, very deep as well. And I think all very squarish, and this is where you have your secondary
service door. So they even have done up this approved grill. They call it the unit gate, right? That if you want to have an additional level of privacy or security to your unit, this is what you can do up as well. So even down to the grill design, it looks like a pine tree, right? Kind of like design. It's amazing the kind of like touches of the design elements that they have throughout the whole entire
to ensure
unit.
that the whole concept is very consistent throughout all the entire design of the unit.
So shall we take a look at the junior master first?
Yes.
Yeah. So this should be a electric water heater system.
Powder room.
Even the powder room, I mean, this ID treatment is nice lah.
Yeah.
It really like brings out. Even the powder room also comes with a wall hung kind of like storage system, and very.
Would they provide this?
Yeah. I suppose so.
So this is like a standalone sink.
Standalone sink,
Yeah.
Hansgrohe head tapped.
Yeah.
You get a wall hung WC,
yeah,
right,
as
in
well.
the powder room, so you can see that the amount of like lux that they have right over here. Freestanding basin roca, yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Given
freestanding.
freestanding basin roca. So right opposite here where Joanne is in,
Yeah.
this is the junior master room.
So Junior Master, of course, comes with your own ensuite. You have a swing door that's going to be over here. Setup is again pretty much like all the other bedrooms that we have seen, but just to take this one doesn't come with a window in your bathroom. But your bedroom, again, huge floor to ceiling window panels, naturally illuminated, and your wardrobe that's over here. So I think this is great if let's say you want to go for like a multi-gen living kind of setup and you need to have another family member that's taking over this corner of the home, then I think this is a nice area for them.
Right. So now let's head on to the other side of the unit where you get 4 bedrooms all side by side lined up. So of course, this is the first common bedroom where they have done it in the way of a single size bed.
And I believe it's almost like a mirror image. So right now here we have a single size bed, wardrobe over on this side. For the other layout, we do
This is a mirror
have
image.
like a queen that's already put up over here. Again, your wardrobe is tucked nicely. Size-wise, pretty standard. And then if you flip over to the opposite, this is where you have your common bathroom. That comes with a window for this common bathroom.
Yeah, so very standard as well. Storage right over here. You get windows, wall hung, kind of WC by Roca as well. It's pretty standard, I would say. The size is decent. It's not too small. This is the 4th bedroom, which is being designed as a work area right now.
Yeah. So again, you have the luxury of multiple bedrooms to play around with depending on your family needs. You can have kids' room, a study or work from home office that is adjacent, and then finally to your master bedroom.
Wow, this is the part where it's the highlight of the house.
Extremely luxurious in terms of the size. We have a king fitted right over here. Windows along the side, and then even at this corner you have a small little
Window
dressing setup.
There's a window there as well.
Yeah, with
This
your
is the ID
window
treatment lah.
over here.
Yep.
But
So-
definitely good idea for you to think about how you want to use this space.
Right. So this is where's the wardrobe? The wardrobe is actually right over here. So this is a little walk-in closet kind of like feel. So you walked in over here, you have your, all your wardrobe space. You have your cupboards, drawer that has this little compartments for maybe for the guys, gentlemen, you have your ties. For ladies, your accessories can be here as well. The drawers are all, two sides. So yeah, maybe one for the ladies and one for the guy. And then you have two drawers and you can lock it up as well. So for your valuables. So these are all very nice touch. I think this glass door likely should be ID treatment. Likely could be ID treatment.
Yep.
So we are unsure, but it could be ID treatment, but it's best to clarify with the developer as well. It might be default from developer because they may want to showcase the design of the items inside. But when you step into the master bath, this is the part where it's really spacious, right? You get a bathtub, freestanding bathtub over here, Jessie, his and her sink, storage, vanity area on the top, at the bottom as well. So this is really, lots of ample of storage space and lots of standing area right over here. You get this as well. So this is pretty standard. So the main difference would actually be your bathtub right over here. The bathtub is actually the main one. Plus also, of course, a very big window, right, for ventilation over here. The whole entire theme is a bit darker, right, Joanne? It's more of like a very darker, very calming.
For the bathroom area, this is like in a more deeper grayish marble-like tiles.
Yep.
Yeah, that's lining, but still very cozy. And I think that's the feel that you want to get when you come home and you retreat back, take a rest.
Yeah, it's nice. All right. So with that, we have covered all the available units as in Pinetree Hill. You have your 2-bedder plus study for this for show over here. You have a 3-bedroom premium plus study as well. That's the one that comes with the show flat. There's the top floor unit that has that super extra volume ceiling height, and then this is the 5-bedder premium plus private lift access. So the private lift access is only for 5-bedders and 4-bedders.
Yes.
Plenty of units are still available. In fact, as of the time of recording, this is about 43% sold. So you still get quite a number of units, apart from your 1-bed plus study. So unless you want a penthouse unit, but otherwise, the units available starts from all your 2 bedrooms, all the way to this 5-bedrooms unit.
Yes.
So if you want to find out more about this Pinetree Hill, especially so before the next land is being announced, which is the adjacent land that has already been awarded already, definitely we do see the whole entire activity in this area. Definitely there will be rejuvenation with all the new projects in this part of D21.
Yes.
If you want to find out more, first mover advantage, what's the pricing wise, what's the units, what are the options that's available, what unit should I go for, the stack analysis as well. Do contact our new launch specialist consultants. We are more than happy to share with you and to walk you through, in fact, on the numbers as well. Right. So with that, we've come to the end of this Pinetree Hill Showflat Tour. My name is Wayne.
Joanne.
PropertyLimBrothers, always happy to show you the place.